securing your thread to the hook, and then wrap it back to about the middle of the shank. Snip off the excess thread. We're going to add our rib next. The rib is going to be made out of copper wire. Secure that in, and then wrap your thread back to where the thread meets the barb. Next, we're going to add some pheasant tail. The pheasant tail is going to be the tail and the body of this particular Tenkara fly. The length of the tail is roughly the size of the gap of the hook. Once you have that all secure in, take your thread up to about 3/4 of the way up the shank, and then start to wrap your pheasant tail up the shank of the hook until you've reached your thread. Once you've reached your thread, secure it down. Once your pheasant tail is all nice and secure, snip off the excess and then bring your copper wire forward, adding a rib and some strength to your Tenkara fly. Once you've tied off your copper wire and it's nice and secure, snip off the excess. The wing and legs of this Tenkara fly is going to be made out of brown saddle hackle. Select a nice piece of saddle hackle and bare the stem, and then tie it in so the saddle hackle faces forward. This is going to ensure that when we wrap the saddle hackle around the shank, that the fibers are going to face forward on the fly. Once the saddle hackle is nice and secure on the shank of the hook, begin to wrap the saddle hackle around the shank. Your fibers should be sticking straight up, if not forward, by now. Begin to wrap back on the shank of the hook. And once you've wrapped around 3 or 4 times, secure it down and then snip off the excess. Now we're going to brush the fibers forward and add a few security wraps just to hold those fibers forward. Any fibers that are left sticking back, just snip them off. Now we're going to add a small thorax using peacock swords. Secure them down and then wrap them around the shank 3 or 4 times and then secure them down. This particular Tenkara fly is not your more traditional Tenkara fly, but just kind of showing what else you can do with it. Once you have your peacock swords all secure, snip them off, whip finish, and then snip off your excess thread. Then you'll have yourself a wet Tenkara fly.